All right, welcome back to the 100 Horror Movies in 31 Days. This is day 22. We got in three films. First up, 1989's Cutting Class with Brad Pitt, directed by Rospo Pollenberg, who also is only a directorial debut. He was an assistant editor for Exorcist 2, however. Uh, yeah, this is a decent slasher film in a lot of respects. You've got a boy that was in a mental asylum that's come home, going to high school, the good boy and the bad boy, and the questionable boy with the you know supposed mental illness, and of course there's killings going on, and Brad Pitt's in the middle of it. Uh, Good kills. Brad Pitt, of course, I think you could see even in 1989 that he had charisma, and he had a lot of acting charisma. I'm not sure his acting was all that spectacular in this film particularly, but you could see he definitely was charismatic, and you could see the beginnings of something there. This Vinegar Syndrome release is excellent. I'm glad they did this. It's a well done slasher movie. I would say it's kind of on the top, or it's in between the high tier and the middle tier. But I give it a 6.5, 7. It's got a decent ending, decent payoff, and I thought the acting was good. So yeah, Cutting Class is for everybody that's a slasher fan. I think it's something that it's definitely a release that you want to pick up. As far as special features, there is a audio commentary and interviews. Quite a bit of special features on this one. All right, next up is 1988's Uninvited, another Vinegar Syndrome release. This is directed by Graydon Clark, who may be better known for some of the being part as an actor in some of these low-budget exploitation films that Al Adamson did. Satan Sadist, I think, Dracula versus Frankenstein. He was in a bunch of these low-budget films. This is a bizarre movie. Basically, you've got George Kennedy, who I love, by the way. George Kennedy is tied up with this guy that they're trying to smuggle. They're basically trying to take a ship to get to the Caribbean to collect some money, and they're criminals. And along the way, they've managed to get some people involved that get on the ship that don't know anything about what's going on, including the girl that's piloting the ship. And you've got this, in between all this, you've got this cat that's regurgitating up. It's ridiculous, regurgitating up this little cat that's somehow it works. It's ridiculous, but this cat is attacking people and killing people by regurgitating up this killer cat. It's ridiculous. The scene with the cat attacking George Kennedy is priceless. George Kennedy makes the movie. I mean, he's grouchy. He's got so many great one-liners. For me, anyway, George Kennedy is the movie, and when he gets killed off, it kind of takes a little bit of a nosedive, but I still enjoyed it. I give it a 6.5 out of 10. It was an entertaining watch. Uninvited. There's a lot of movies called Uninvited, so be careful. There's a 2009 film called Uninvited. This is the 1988 version. You've got let's see. Looks like we've got a audio commentary track and a number of special features. So yeah, anyway, I did enjoy it, but mainly for George Kennedy. Next up, back to the classics. I've been working my way through my old Val Lewton DVD set, Isle of the Dead. Boris Karloff plays a old military captain who is being he basically he's gotten himself kind of attached to this older woman who on the island, who basically they both are in cahoots, and they believe this one woman is essentially killing people off. What's happening is you've got the plague going on, but they believe there's something evil, black magic going on, and they're trying to protect all the others from the plague, which they think is manifesting itself in this one female. That's the basic story. So Boris Karloff is kind of simultaneously playing a misguided good guy and an evil character at the same time. I mean, Boris Karloff is so good in everything. It's an excellent movie, atmospheric, creepy, like a lot of the Val Lewton films. Very solid film, 7.5 out of 10. So yeah, that's gonna do it for day 22, and I appreciate you watching. Thanks.